Oh, look, it's you. No, I'm just kidding. Good evening, people of the Twitch streams. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday evening, getting ready to go back to school or to work or wherever it is you go on Mondays. But before we do, we've got some coding to do, and that is what we are here to do tonight, a little more coding. We'll see if King Richard joins us or Kevin or anybody else who might want to join us in coding. Right now they're off playing Overwatch. I should probably be doing that as well, but I am addicted. I am addicted to code. And so on this episode of Coding with Dads, we're going to continue where we left off last night. Let's just talk about where things stand today. I did not make any progress whatsoever on my bot since yesterday because I had other things to do today. But we'll just look at the leaderboard here. First and foremost, you'll note that Simland here is creeping up the ranks, as is Kevin. So Kevin is now into the 40s, which is kind of cool, and Richard is right on my tail. And I don't think what I'm doing tonight is going to do anything to push my rating higher, which is probably not a good reason to keep doing it. But I'm also enjoying it. We may have to think about that a little bit. Let's just take a quick look at one of Richard's games, because I'm kind of curious as to how this is unfolding. So he just won this one. Let's watch this one, because that looks like a pretty good place to start. So Richard's yellow in this game. So it looks like he's doing some randomized hunting here of some sort, looking around for nodes, trying to make sure they get back in some way. Red looked like he wanted to attack, and that is Bunches of Donald. He is an attacker. I have noticed that. And it looks like Bunches of Donald is taking quite a few beatings here by sending his bots over and over again. But he did successfully block Pink, so Red defeated Pink for these two to then go ahead and win. And is now just basically inflating their numbers. Green... Does Green end up crashing? Is that what ends up happening here? So right here, what's about to happen? Yep, look at that. So I'm betting it has something to do with this base that just got built over here. Something causes Green to crash out entirely. Otherwise, Richard might have been in trouble at this point, given that Green had 37 bots and Yellow had 21. But otherwise, things are looking good. Red now continues to bombard things for some reason. Every time they get a new bot, he sends more attackers. But, yeah, that's interesting. I wonder what Bunches of Donald's ranking is. Well, let's look him up here in a second. Bunches of Donald. Let's just see. Nothing to show. Why? Oh, how do I clear? Bunches of Donald. 5576. So his constant attacking bot is actually outranking my not as constant attacking bot, which is kind of depressing. Actually, I don't have the Discords open. I should have that open too, just to make sure I can see anything going on over in the Halite room. Let's see. Did it open? It's still opening. Everybody loves a good Discord. Okay, so that's where Richard's bot is. My bot, hey, look at this. It beat Kevin. I wonder if that was a challenge game. Probably was. Does Kevin's bot handle attacks? No, but he gets conga line. Or he must have handled it, but he got conga lined regardless. I seriously beat him. He had 20 ships, and I beat him with 6. I don't know why my guy didn't make more, but yeah, that's all just part of the strategy here. So, and then yeah, that's where we are. So we've got our code up here. The problem with the code we're writing right now is it's meant for 4-player games. I don't know that I really want to stick to this strategy tonight. Like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling the attack strategy development that's been going on. Let's move this over here so it's not interfering with things. It's just not it's just not as easy to implement as I would have liked to have seen. So I think for now, I'm actually going to... I want to build a different strategy. I had one that was going through my mind pretty much all day today that I kind of wanted to try, because Richard said something on stream last night that made me think that I really need to move away from safe move. Like that's got to be my thing. And I need to run some experiments too. That's the other little caveat. So I'm going to try something that I haven't tried yet. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to disable a whole bunch of sensors because we don't want to trip that. I'm going to leave my sensor watch for cap turned on. I'm going to leave my sensor endgame turned on. Those are just things for detecting various things. I'm going to shut off my has drop-off sensor for now. I'm going to shut off my watch for halftime. I'm going to leave the... You know what? I think I'm going to leave these off too. I'll keep track of sensor I just died. Sensor enrage, I believe, was the thing that determined I wanted to attack or create an attack bot. Yeah, so sensor enrage was designed to create attack bots. So no more attack bots, no more anything. Let's just check sensor I just died. What's that one do? It just keeps track of whether or not a bot died. So watch for cap. Sensor endgame will leave because I do want that mechanic. Sensor I just died. So I'm shutting off all the other sensors, which again is kind of one of the advantages to this little setup. I can just go in here and turn this on and off. I'm going to come down here real quick and make sure that there's nothing I'm missing here. I don't believe so. And is there anything I'm missing with regards to... Well, let's save this and let's run it for the moment, because I am kind of just curious as to how this bot behaves without those sensors. So no attack bot, just a straight up. Let's pop out the replay so we can just watch this bot versus the... Oh, this is the starter bot. I don't want to see it versus the starter bot. I want to see it versus... I want to see it versus my currently uploaded bot. Save, run. And in fact, I might even upload this one just for the sake of during our development. I kind of want to use this as a baseline. So let's pop out replay. And here we are. So it looks like the currently uploaded bot won, which kind of surprises me. And it looks like maybe... Did I get conga lined? Is that why? Yeah, so I got conga lined, and the conga line happened... Red doesn't get conga lined because red has one of the other sensors turned on. So maybe I should turn this sensor back on, which is sensor mature. That one prevents conga line. I'm kind of tempted to run this version of the bot just because it will give me a good baseline for where the bot is at without an attack. Because I don't really know. I never really ran it with this upgrade. Let's see, who won this match? Well, the red one still won. Why did the red one win? What is red doing? Somehow that attack... Red got a little inspired there for a bit. Somehow that attack, though, helped Red. And maybe it got inspired more. Maybe it was just random chance. Okay, I think, though, we can submit this as is. And then I want to use this as the baseline. I don't want to have to worry about attackers at the moment. So I'm going to submit this just for the sake of it, because I'm kind of curious what it'll do to my rank. And we're going to let that one run while we are developing. So let's start talking about what it is I want to change tonight that's a little bit different. So right now, the bot that I'm building, we affectionately call the move bot. And the move bot's job comes in here, and for 15 to 20 turns, it moves randomly, and then I think it switches over to, so this is the random move one, moves mostly randomly, and then switches it up just a little bit and begins to move targeted. So it goes into hunter bot mode, which then actually looks for specific halite nodes. And that sounds fairly reasonable. But the problem I have with it is that it has this. It's always about how they get back to base, right? How do they turn things back in, and when do you spawn more ships and all this thing. And then I got to thinking today, Thomas, don't do the tutorial then. Do it in JavaScript, put the code editor in JavaScript, and just hit play and watch what happens. You'll have a bot that's like ranked 20. But at least get the account signed up and join our team. And if you already have joined our team, Thomas, let me know what name you're using, because it's not, I don't see it on our leaderboard. Let's go look at the MSA leaderboard here. Are you one of these? Is kind of the question. And so yeah, go get yourself into the Math and Science Academy organization, so that we can follow whatever you've done. And don't worry about whether or not you finish the tutorial. Just submit a bot, submit a JavaScript bot or something like that. So what I want to try to do tonight is I'm going to try a completely different approach to movement. I'm going to avoid using safe move or whatever it's called. What is that thing called? Not unsafe moves. I'm going to avoid using whichever one is the one that is designed to keep everybody safe. That's the first thing I'm going to do. And I'm going to treat the turtle as a blob instead of as a singular unit. And I may end up regretting this decision, but it's an experiment that tonight I want to run more so than the kamikaze one. I have a feeling a lot of things are going to go wrong with this plan, but that's what I'm going to do. So here's that's okay, Thomas. The part of it is, and I kind of want to do this for Thomas's sake here. Thomas, here's what I'm going to show you, and this isn't necessarily knowing how to code. It's just getting a feel for how to play the game. I'm going to delete my bot real quick. I got it copied here. I'm going to delete the bot. I'm going to select JavaScript, which is going to put me in JavaScript mode. And you've been writing a little bit of JavaScript in Computer Club right now, assuming you're the Thomas I think you are. And they give you a bot here right off the bat, and hit run. Just see what happens. Watch the bot run, see how it goes. And then all I want you to do is focus on these constants, the numbers that are hard-coded in here, and watch what happens to the bot when you change out this 2, this 10. I wouldn't try changing out this 4, but you can certainly see what happens. Maybe try changing out this 0.75. Try to understand this code and go line by line and try to write down what you think it's doing, and then, show me on Friday or post it to me, and I'll tell you whether you're right or wrong. Like, put a note here that says this loops through each ship, because that's what it does. Learn what the line of code does and see how affecting the variable makes a difference to the way the bot is playing, so that you get a feel for what's going on. Because one of the best ways to learn this stuff is to learn by doing. I don't know everything that's going to happen when I write a bot. I just don't. That's why I've been running these experiments, trying to improve it. If I could write a perfect bot that could win this game every single time right off the bat, I would be a multi-billionaire probably, because I will have solved machine learning. So here's what I'm going to do. Tonight's turtle, we're going to call turtle move together. And this turtle is going to do exactly what it sounds like. It is going to move together. And because I hear that life is done better together. So turtle move together. So that is what our bot is going to do here. And we're going to set the default move to together. I'm going to shut off my sensor for converting people or to maturing turtles, the thing that turns them into a hunter, because I don't want them to change states on me. Is there a list of commands you can use? Yes. Well, you have all the JavaScript commands, which obviously that's a huge list, but the stuff that you want to look at specifically is this API documentation that lists out what things actually are. The one thing you need to know, and for those of you who are just watching and not paying attention, I'm talking to Thomas in the Twitch chat. The one thing you need to know is that the documentation here is kind of language agnostic, or another way to say it is it's not right for JavaScript. So anywhere where you see an underscore, you need to translate that in JavaScript to be no underscore and a capital letter. So this would be, for example, game.endTurn, like that, instead of end underscore turn. So that's the one note about these things. Halite amount is halite under, or like no amount. You can also download your bot by hitting the download button, and not only will it give you the code that you wrote, but it'll also give you the engine code, which you can look at to learn a little bit more about how the engine is built. But it does take a little bit of research, and we're going to be doing a lot of that in Computer Club on Friday just to get started. But if you have a bot that is doing just the basics, you'll already be one step ahead for Friday. So that will help. Okay, so we've disabled the sensors for that. We need our custom step function here that we've put in for the turtle. And all I want to do first, and this is going to sound a little bit weird. I start off with 5,000. I want to generate exactly 5 ships. No more, no less, which gets into how many ships are spawned at any given moment. And we haven't really dealt with the spawning code at all at this point. So we're going to see, I might have to fudge this a little bit, but all we're going to do is command q.push ship.move moves I want to do an unsafe move. Get unsafe moves, ship position. I don't care. I don't even need that. Ship.move, and I think I can just say north, if I remember correctly, like this. Okay. Which I'm not checking to see if I have the right amount of halite. I'm not doing any of that. And the whole purpose of this is I just want to see if I can get 5 bots to literally fall in line. Like, just a straight line. And it crashed already. That's how basic this code is. So, where did it error? He did move forward once. Class mapping this dot state is not happy. Turtle move together. Oh, step has to take in a state and return a state. This is important to the way my stuff works. Return new state. So this is just maintaining that the bot is going to stay a move together bot. I'm going to run it again. Okay, here we go. 1 north, 2 north, 3 north, 4 north, 5 north. Okay, so good. So I got that far. They are just 5 turtles moving north, and eventually, I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna let them do this for just a moment. Actually, let's pop out the replay. Now, the interesting thing here is what's going to happen when they actually... Like, they're not really picking up halite. They're just picking up the exact amount they need to do to move. Yep, that looks... And then they crash in... They must have crashed into one another there, which is fine. So, that was exactly what I expected to have happen, that they would loop around, not really score anything, just do exactly what they were told. Now, what I want to do now is I want them to move as a group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do for each my ships. Let's see. For each my ships. Well, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable called can all move. I'm going to set that to true. I'm going to assume that everybody is capable of moving. Then I'm going to loop over the turtles, which is, hey, it's King Richard.
How's it going?
It goes well. I decided my brain really didn't feel like working on the kamikaze bot because there were just too many complications, so I've completely diverged into changing and testing a movement bot of sorts to see what can happen.
Pattern movement?
Pattern movement of sorts. So, is JJ and Chops going to program tonight?
Probably not.
Okay.
I'm shooting people.
Here's
I'm
the thing:
programming.
is I actually thought about how I might be able to help you
With moral
a
support?
little bit. No,
Fear?
no, with a little machine learning help.
Little ML. But then I'd have to go down that whole tangent.
No, you wouldn't. All
That's
I would do, so I don't know enough about this game, but I could get
But the machine
maybe
will.
a couple features from
Once
you.
it learns.
Like the more I learn, like maybe it has to do with, like number of ships and halite on the board and all this different things, right? And what I could do is if you can run a bunch of these simulations and give me some of these, give me some of this data, what I can do is give you an idea of what types of like configurations you might have. So like maybe you have like number of ships or like a ship movement pattern or halite on the board or something. You'd have to have a variety, a couple things that you could look at.
Mm-hmm.
And I could give you an idea, or what I could do is I could look and predict what your max halite might be, and then you could just put a thing at the start of your program that like, if this exists in the environment or if this is the current state, that this is probably the goal I would have. So you basically have like a dictionary that's like, if I have this, this, and this, and this, and this,
But how
then
would,
I should do this.
How would you write that, Chops?
That's your job.
Oh no, I read it.
He's an idea man.
I would do it in Python. What I would do is probably do what I would do is if I would
I've set my
do
mouse
it
sensitivity
separate
too high. I
from
can't handle this right
I do it separate from your code. I would just take a bunch of data from your practice runs here, and then give you results that you could use to influence how you would change like your, I don't know, whatever variables you have.
121 is a bad target, Justin.
121? What's 121?
How much halite your current bot got?
121. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's in your lower right. It says your bot was ranked 2 with 121.
Yeah, no. I don't disagree. I'm building iteratively like I do on stream most of the time.
You realize that you're like 5 lines of code per halite?
I'm just saying.
Because of all the other
I
code
don't know
that I've
enough
shut off.
about the game, but as long as you have a couple different things that you can change.
Well, you know what we should do, Chops? That would benefit all of us that are watching the channel.
Yeah.
There is...
That doesn't include me.
Except JJ, who hasn't taken the time to code, even though he's always, I'm going to be...
Asking for reasons to code.
Yeah, he's always asking for reasons to code.
Website. I mean, his hockey website.
I am never asking for reasons to code.
He's always programming.
I have my reasons to code.
He's always coding the database for his hockey website,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So...
It's hockey.
And when anyone questions you, you know what to say.
So one of the things they have back here somewhere, Chops, and I'm trying to find it for you.
Yeah.
They have... what's this halite visualizer in Gym? I want that.
Oh yeah, that's what I downloaded.
I might have to check that out in a little bit. But somewhere back here they have a whole bunch of sample games that you can download to train a bot with.
Okay.
Oops.
Like a Pokemon gym.
The benchmark bots? They keep scrolling past?
Yeah, I don't think it's the benchmark bots, but let's download that because I don't know what the halite benchmark bots are either. If you tell me that there's a benchmark bot that's better than the bot that I'm using already, that's going to be depressing.
Probably not.
Random bot, benchmark, priority collector, hopper collector,
man.
collector.
Also, start using Firefox.
I
I mean, seriously.
I just spawned you, asshole.
What kind of person are you?
horrible.
Using
I'm a horrible
Chrome.
person.
Using Chrome.
Where is
What's
it? I
wrong
know
with
I
Chrome?
saw it. Maybe it's in the tutorials.
Firefox is better in literally every way.
In most ways.
Yeah, in most ways.
I'm going to
I'll give you that.
I'm going to accept that you might be right. We built a supervised get started quickly with our support vector. Is it in this?
That's chops.
Training. Oh, they only have 4. I thought they had a whole bunch of.
I don't deserve that kill.
Oh, they're doing support
There we
vector
go.
machines. All right, look. Oh, I'll probably have to just look at it myself.
Somewhere.
Right. Do the svm bot.py.
What?
Go back to where you're just at.
Okay.
You know, the more you guys talk about this, the more I just want to pull out my shotgun and get kills.
And do the
That's insane.
svm bot.
It's so
.py.
simple. Just point and click. And about 20% of the time, I'll get a successful result.
So one of you turned JJ into an Overwatch player when I wasn't looking?
No, they haven't. You know, actually, you know what I'll do? Maybe I'll just go
Definitely
look at it.
Not
So that you don't have to do it on
Definitely.
stream.
Call of Duty.
I can send you the link,
So-
Chops. Would that help?
Yeah,
Were you making
I should be able to
progress on
find
your
it.
bot?
I was, yes. Well, I don't know if it was progress. I'm learning again. I'm back to
What are
learn.
you
Okay.
what are you doing?
I am building the bot as if it was Snake, or a better way to say it, as if it was one giant blob as opposed to 5 individual turtles.
Sure.
So I kind of
Oh,
kinda
I
wanna
was
see
the
how it
last
behaves.
kill.
synchronized
I was the best play victim.
synchronized turtles. Okay.
The turtle
Yep, see you,
moved
Thomas.
together.
Yep. So what I was about to do here was check the ship.halite and make sure that every ship had the proper amount to move.
And that they hadn't mutinied.
Exactly. Because
That's a good thought to have.
you can't move synchronized if you don't all have enough halite to move.
Well, you can try.
Yeah, but then they crash. We already demonstrated that you only collect 210 halite when they all crash into each other on their way around the map. So,
Let me see where they put that.
121.
yeah, whatever that
That's
number was that you saw before. If shape.halite is less than or equal to that, we're going to can all move equals false. Then if can all move equals false, or let's just go with can all move equals true, because, and then we might as well just
Oh,
do
they're
that.
importing it.
Then we go ahead and move north. So if this
Is there a reason why you did times 1 over rather than just divide by?
you know, I like to be very specific, and this particular ratio number drove me bonkers for a little bit, because I didn't realize that it was a 10 as opposed to 0.1.
They have a bunch of those.
I know, and
They're definitely like, why is it that I need 7,000 halite to build this ship or something like
yeah,
that?
exactly. I'll go ahead and do that. I have no reason other than that
Ah.
if move cost ratio somehow gets modified to 0, bad things will happen.
It would have still been a problem. Also, if move cost ratio gets to 0, woohoo!
Okay, so this is intriguing.
Wow.
They
Haha, naive navigate. Oh, but you're not using naive. You're just telling them to move.
I'm just telling them to move north. I'm not sure how they got out of. See, now this is what I was talking about. Somehow they're getting out of sync behavior.
Pop out, will you? Pause this and pop out.
They're never colliding, so that's something. But okay, so
All right, do frame by frame.
yep, one of the bots decided not to move. This bot decided not to move. You
Everyone else
have
being drunk.
0 halite.
Are you checking it all to see if they're occupied?
If what's occupied?
The bathroom.
Oh, So he's harvesting. How come none of your ships actually manage to run into each other?
Well, they're not supposed to move unless everyone
Shaking
can
my head.
move.
Well,
Ship,
that's a code problem because it's definitely happening.
if ship halite amount is less than or equal to gamemap.get ship dot. Oh, wait, no, that's the right ship. Ship dot. I shouldn't have two ship.
Shouldn't have to do shit.
What?
I've got two ships, and that's just going to create confusion for me. So if this ship dot halite amount is less than or equal to game map dot get this ship dot position, so the position of this ship's halite amount divided by the move cost ratio, so divided by 10. If it's less than that, can all move goes to false. If can all move, yeah, if can all move, then queue
One
up
question.
ship.
Um,
But it might have been overriding this ship, which is even more confusing. But go ahead.
I would put a logout line right before false, and tell it just put like anything like 1, and right before the command queue push put a logout 2 or whatever. So you should see 5 ones followed by 5 twos.
Yeah. Although
Just
it'd
check
be,
to see if
it won't be. It'll be 5 ones, a 2, 5 ones, a 2, 5 ones, a 2 is in theory what should happen.
Well, whatever you need to do, but I would just do it to check to make sure that there's no asynchronous issue causing problems.
Yeah, logging is always fun, so let's do that.
Wow.
It's always fun.
That's it's actually kind of fun. They give you a
Code has so much logging.
a nice little bot that they've. That's cool. They kind of did what I would probably have done, just way cleaner. Way more coherently. But they basically they would have done what I was going to suggest. So, never mind. Just copy their shit and then modify it.
Sounds
you
reasonable.
could probably use a different algorithm
To win. The winning
And maybe
algorithm.
I don't understand this stuff.
Coding?
It's Kevin.
How I could possibly use the machine learning.
5 people. Oh my fucking.
Well, actually, I know how I could with my current bot, but I don't know how I would
You could probably
technically do it.
I mean, you could they use the SVM. You could probably do something else, like a decision tree or something. Would probably be nice, because what's nice with the decision tree is then you can look through it and see where the decision points are.
God.
Now, see, this is interesting. Entity 1 was directed
Modify
to
it.
use halite. I'm assuming. Will it give me the log for both bots? Because I don't care about the.
Later, Thomas.
Yep, he left a while ago.
Oh,
This happens every single time when you regularly play and it
Yeah.
can't move and it's been given a move order.
Yeah, no, I know. I know that, but I'm wondering if it's giving me both sides or if this is just this bot, because that would make sense. Moving
shit.
undefined. Why?
I will be right back. I missed the text.
Ship.ship ID.
I really hope no one's watching me.
Can
There you
all
go.
Move, can
Oh.
all move. Can all move.
Okay.
It's interesting that it constantly thinks they all can all move. This ship. Oh. This is always 0. This is not the right ship array. We can't use this ship array. We need to... Let's get active ships, because that's going to be... It's going to be safer. Because I don't maintain halite amount in my...
See, kids, this is why we log.
Yep, we find... I mean, I should have added showing
All
0 somewhere in here.
Kids love log.
All kids love log. Nobody
Should I
gets
be
that
writing
reference
these-
but you and me.
Should I be writing this down?
Yes.
All kids love log. Tetris Max,
Take
an
notes.
illegal Tetris clone for the Apple back in the
Did they
90s.
announce that it's...
All kids love all kids love log. Old computer games. Why I should just type this stuff if by this point I have it memorized. I shouldn't have to spend time looking up code that I can just go copy and paste. Okay. So we're gonna available ships. We're gonna do this instead. This ship dot halite amount should be fine. This ship dot position, all of that's fine. Can all move. Save, run. And come on, bots, let's move as a blob. Or we could just take the stance that we don't move at all. Can all move
That's-
false?
Wait,
That's-
Justin went down?
What?
Yeah, his
I'm-
bots.
I'm running. Are you talking about me on the leaderboard right now?
Yeah.
I'm running a simulation just to see what my bot does. I disabled like half of the. I disabled all the attack code, and I'm kind of curious how it's rating
How it
without the attack
performs
code.
without the. Okay.
So I'm above Justin. Let that all be clear.
Yeah, but I'm also going to point out that 1, you're not beating my high score, and 2,
That's not fair. You can't bring high score into it.
that's the only thing I can compare with because my bots have been changed.
blah blah blah.
The other thing I will point out is that my O is still 1.84, and you lost the last match you played against me. So I wouldn't be too careful about what you're going to brag about. But you
How
can,
did that happen?
because this was before I think before I uploaded the change.
You
Also,
guys talking
Rich-
about EP
No.
again?
But I capped off at 10. I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Rich knows that he's lagging, right? I mean,
Huh?
Crashing? Was crashing?
Was earlier, should hopefully not be happening now.
Yeah, I don't see any more crashes.
I don't know how my bots get stuck though. That should be freaking impossible.
Okay. Let's see. So it's constantly returning false. Now we got to figure out why.
Now I'm back.
This-
Or do all my bots die? That could explain. No, they're not.
You should create a bot that's basically just like super attack that just seeks
Oh,
out
yeah,
and
they all
destroys all the
die.
enemy
That was
bots.
last night's bot.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah, I had a kamikaze bot. They'd all run after other people.
That's funny.
It wasn't finished enough to the point where I was happy with it, but
Is that what happens? Justin's bots just kill all of our bots in this game?
I
Wouldn't
don't.
surprise
Which
me.
game?
And the most recent one that occurred at 22:18, where we play this with this Jack's shoe guy who keeps decimating us. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know what happened. I have so many ships collisioned. Oh my god. I think Justin suicides all the ships and then hands the game to Yellow. Not sure though.
that does
like a
sound like
Justin
something
thing
I
to
would
do.
do.
Rip.
Unless it's the Australia strategy, in which case that's
I'd
trademark
be-
chops.
Needed.
No, that's not. See, what I would do is if they attack me, then I would take us both down.
Yeah, the Australia.
That's- And whereas
It's turn to counterattack.
Justin's just going out there
Yeah.
straight attacking.
The reason
And
I'm
that's
saying
not me.
rating doesn't really count, like historical rating doesn't really count because the number of people playing is significantly higher now.
That's not my fault that you weren't coding from the get-go. You can't
I
blame
was
me for
coding
that.
from the get-go, but I wasn't doing cheese strategies that falsely inflated me to a high level.
Hi-yo.
That's like if people who were playing Bastion when Bastion was super strong for that 1 week and then suddenly he wasn't,
Yeah.
and now
I think
they're
he's
back
calling
to
you out
gold.
right now.
He can call
Yeah.
me out all he wants. I can upload my old bot and it'd be winning.
Do it!
It was winning. Look at the rating
it
from
right
10
now!
minutes ago. Did you submit another
All
one?
right.
No.
Everyone, just get your e-peens out. Let's go.
Hey, I'll tell you
That's what
right
we're
now.
doing.
Hey,
If I took the time
synchronized
to build
turtles.
a bot legitimately with a crap ton of machine learning behind it, it
No.
would totally not do very well.
Yeah.
Sounds accurate.
Whoever's
Oh,
at the
okay.
bottom, that's who I would get to know.
Okay.
Just you and me, man. You and me.
Why don't the two of you at least go create
Hey.
a bot and upload it and see if you can
Some of
outrank
us-
Kevin?
Some of
Yeah.
us have to be at the bottom of the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's me. That's where I
You know,
live.
if Justin needs this to feel superior in his programming,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to do that for
Yeah,
him.
do
you know?
that for me, man. Make
Do
me
it.
feel superior.
Make sure you join the group though.
Yes, even though you don't belong in the
Yeah.
group, join us anyway.
What if
I don't
just-
really belong
Can I
in the
just
group.
join the
Are you
group and then
including
just...
the minority?
I'm,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm,
Are you
I'm
fulfilling some quota? Is this just some other way of doing that?
JJ, let's do it
Something like
together. Let's do it together, but we're doing it in Python. Because we're not savages.
You should pick one of the other languages like C or C++ or something, just to like really throw everybody off.
No.
Okay.
That would just throw me off since I've never coded in C before. But
See, okay. The last time I coded in C was 5 years ago when I was learning it.
Kevin, Justin beat you like a little bit ago.
Yeah, I
What
know.
did your bots do?
You can make
Chops,
all
you know what
the-
we should do? Just throw in the Monte Carlo
Oh.
simulation for each one of our boats.
Kevin, you did Justin's
Seven
strategy.
just random it up.
No.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yes,
just
you do.
every decision that our bots
Maybe.
make is random.
Yeah.
Which direction they go, random. How much
I was-
halite they collect, random.
That's the
When they
starter
return
bot.
home, random.
That's the starter bot, and
See, we're already
does not
100%
do
of the
hot.
way there, Chops. Mission complete.
Right?
Mission accomplished.
I know why people
Kevin,
trying to stress
Kevin,
us out with all
I
this
know.
other stuff. You know what I mean?
Hey Kevin, I'm gonna break something.
I've got
to
a
you as
full-time
well.
job with programming duties. I don't need another.
What?
Like,
Discuss this with Justin in the parking lot because I thought of it while I was
See,
mowing
I
today.
don't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't even be in this discussion.
I've
I don't
never
even
had
know
a
how to
coding
program.
class except for high school, so big deal.
I don't
But,
even know how to program, so I don't even know why I'm even in this discussion here.
Kevin,
You entered the chat room.
your
and started
black hole
talking.
strategy is not a good one because all I'm gonna do is tell my guy that's trapped there to turn into a drop off
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's
and
free.
instantly claim all that halite.
I was gonna bring that up today. I figured that out at 3:30 a.m. I was like, crap. Yeah, I realized it too.
Yeah, I actually have a specific if statement in my code to account for that situation.
I actually plan on adding one because of what I realized last night.
Yeah, if a
Yeah.
dude's over a spot where you can harvest as much halite as like make himself,
If spot more
completely
than
return.
4,000, build.
Yeah,
it's not even that because of the strength of drop offs.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
could-
even have it that high.
If bot owned by Plaid, destroy.
You can't find
Can
the
you-
player's name.
Words to
sadly.
live
I was
by,
about to
Chops.
ask.
Words
Can you
to live
check
by.
for players?
Wouldn't that be
I
awesome?
wanted to because I wanted to start documenting
That would
everybody
make
who
me
had
so
the
happy.
counterattack and not run it on those people.
That's
Um,
machine learning.
Except you can't document people's names.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, probably. It's not fair if you're just building out specific bots for individual players.
Chops and I are going for fair.
Whoa, what
Yeah, why
happened
you
there?
gotta hate on him? Just because
Oh, endgame strategy.
JJ is Asian, you gotta hate on him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, why would you do that?
What the hell happens
I'm
here?
used to it.
Why
My-
would they let this Zen just come up here and shoot me? What a
Okay, so total halite needed, or total halite equals
Uh oh.
this.
No, stay mercy. We got the rest, baby.
So I lose all my bots, and then my code doesn't make any new ones. Wow, that was like a sub-op. Wow.
Ooh. Yeah, that was bad.
I
I'm really
definitely
just disappointed
don't
that
do well
my
in
all
some
my
I just read
friends
there.
all my friends are now working for the offshore oil industry. It's really sad.
Right?
of course.
That was me being bad player.
Isn't that what we're doing right now? We're plotting how to get to the offshore
Yes.
oil rigs?
You are creating algorithms for Exxon.
Is that what this is for?
Yes.
Nice.
Look, you've got an offshore oil drill and some boats.
Hey.
I'm glad we can support them.
Hey, well, at least, you're
To
doing
lower the
something
price
positive.
of gas.
Yeah. What do I drive my car with? Gas. You know what I ignore that exists? Because, Jesus?
Ah, my bots are
Climate.
so scared and far away from home. God.
Accurate.
I definitely have some weaknesses that are exploitable. Oh man. How does this guy do so well?
Okay, so we've got that and that. So now, if
Come on. Like, come on, guys.
total
Please,
spot
a second healer.
Halite
second thing.
Guys, come on, guys.
Come on,
times
guys. Boys.
Hmm.
total spot Halite times 5.
Oh, they get stuck for like 100 turns. That doesn't help anyone. There are definitely some shortcomings of my current bot,
Mm,
but I don't know if I can really get past them. Like I said, I continue to work on my bot, even though I said I was going to refactor.
yeah, right.
I did not.
I want to do that, but I can't.
I'm pretty close to having to have to do that.
5 times. No, not 5. This is total
The next step is
ships.
intelligent movement, and that's going to be a bitch with my current system. I'll do it, but
Less than total ships. If total spot Halite is less than total ships times 50. We want to go the other way. If total spot Halite is greater than total ships dot
Come
can
on,
all
like-
move equals false. Total spot Halite.
Hanzo, why you so bad, bro?
If total turtle Halite is greater than let's do 0.7 times, let's just do 0.5 times 500 times total ships can all move I want to set them to return home.
JJ don't muted himself.
That's okay.
He's no longer in the Black Ops.
And
Jay, if you come back and go into Blops, let me
Oh,
know.
come on.
I need to change something.
Me too.
I just need to have them demonstrate to me that they can.
Oh man, this Jack Shoe person keeps beating. Why is Jack Shoe in our match all the time? Kevin, did you
Dot
Yeah.
make a
turtle.
challenge?
It was my bad.
It's who?
This dot
Ah. It was Define Evil.
turtle.
He was
dot
watching the stream.
new
Oh.
state equals delivered.
Oh, I see how it is.
It was much regret.
He's better. His
Yeah.
body's better.
I didn't see his rank when I challenged him.
I've won 18% against him though, which is better than Justin has against me.
That Justin is striking me.
Alright, I'm just gonna swap to.
Okay, so 5 uniform bots.
I don't know how my current bot is worse than my previous version though. The one that was erroring.
Mhm.
I did tweak a few settings that might be the problem, but whatever. Not much
What?
worse.
Don't we-
Hmm.
I have a halite efficiency of 116% as my max? What game did that happen in?
Yeah, right. Oh,
Interesting.
so I need to start using states. I need
So
to
they all
become
space out
just
and then move?
What, now you're going to steal my idea of using states, Kevin?
no.
Justin's idea of using states? Oh man.
Justin's idea of avoiding each other / avoiding own bots.
Yep, Justin invented the state machine.
Yep. You know it. Okay, that was kind of fun to watch. It didn't do exactly what I wanted to do, but it did. It was fun for a turn. So,
Brief mo.
turtle move together. So I need to.
What? Why did yellow come to my base? Yellow? What?
Must always move.
Oh, they probably have player zero or some crap logic in their thing.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
It's the only reason I would think that they would just go for like my base with all of their ships at the end. Is it really fair if someone has the 2 Sigma thing in their logo?
Why would that be unfair?
That means they work for the company.
Does it? I could go put the logo in there. Do I work for the company?
Doesn't
Yes.
mean, but it could.
Yeah, you do. I looked.
What-
You do. You do
which
work for
bot
it.
are we talking about?
How do they crash into each other?
Wait, which bot are we talking about?
I don't know.
It's like
I have
some
to-
of them are just like bots put out there, just that like S challenges.
Sure.
Like TS Admiral, if you beat him, congrats.
Because they'll send you a shirt.
I don't know.
You become the master of the gym.
Only.
Gym badges. That's what this game needs. That'd make it even more addicting.
Man,
Okay, so
you can't win if you lose so many ships early on.
it does get more difficult. Okay, so they go. How do I guarantee? In theory, available ships should always be.
Oh,
No, I can go from the lead ship.
I just
What?
got screwed in that game.
that suck.
TS Captain.
Yeah, that's a. So someone made it, but it's basically like a
Oh, just a
stepping
watermark.
stone. Yeah.
Do you know how many different levels there are of them?
Last year there were like 6 or 7.
So that's cool. I
One.
whooped him.
If you
Nice.
Put your hand up on my hip.
JJ, you're back. You play more shooty shoot, or what's going on?
I thought you were haylighting for good.
No, I said I was gonna pop over, see how Justin's going, and
Yeah. Well, I thought
And
that was
listen-
going to be forever.
it's no, it usually only goes till 3 or 3:30 in the morning every night.
God. This is why I don't even bother.
No, that's why you
No,
need to bother.
That's not the right idea.
You should get Miles doing it too.
No, don't
Yeah.
encourage Miles to have unhealthy
No, these are
addictions.
this is learning, man.
Yeah, you
yeah,
learn.
learning is very unhealthy.
Only I guess ignorance is bliss, right?
What
Yeah.
kind of learning?
All learning apparently.
I just want to say it's pretty cool that Math and Science Academy is ranked 7.
And moving on up.
Yeah.
Competing against things like Citibank and the University of Pennsylvania and PythonProgramming.net.
Massachusetts
And
Institute
Harvard.
of Technology, Harvard.
John Deere, Optum.
Yeah, but is
those
it
fuckers.
actually like? Is it just a
Miles.
freshman at Harvard?
I don't care.
No, the issue is the number of people in our group compared to all the other groups.
Oh,
We outnumber them.
so they like add.
It's an additive. It's not an average or anything.
It's games 1.
All right, we're doing this.
Well, that just
Which
doesn't
is
make
a-
no sense.
It's a perfect metric.
You guys ready?
What are we ready for?
I submitted a bot.
You submitted a bot, and we get to watch it lose.
not yet.
Let's be positive, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
we get to watch it win.
Oh, I'm silver now, which is awesome.
Oh wow, TS Admiral.
Yeah.
I beat TS Captain. Wait, what's the?
Oh, look at that!
Do they have a
You're like 0.3
specified-
away from me. You're gonna beat me now.
Do they have a specified rank like TS Commander, TS Captain? Which one's better, Captain or Commander?
I don't know. I don't think it
The
matters.
Captain bot is higher
What?
than the Commander.
Then just captain's better than commander. I don't know.
Captain's programmed in Rust, Commander's in Python, and Admiral's in Python.
Yeah. You're back. Still
Just so you
can't
know,
hear
Miles, you're muted if you're trying to talk to us.
Oh yeah, you're muted. Oh.
Just for the record.
But it's better this way.
And we are on stream.
Are we
What if-
shooting?
Miles.
I'm
playing
loading it up right now.
overhyped
Oh, wow.
instead of.
There we go.
Jeez.
If you're gonna play another game, though, go someplace else. If you're not gonna play Halo.
Oh, rude.
I'm just saying.
I was just saying hi. We'll
I
go
know.
somewhere else.
Ah,
We'll let you program
like the fact that
Programmer-
you're muted.
your manufactured conga line.
Yeah, my manufactured conga line. So now I got to get a little bit smarter about my manufactured conga line. That's kind of the
Wait, conga line.
if turtle dot created, I believe. Let's do that. So turtle dot created equals 1.
Birth.
Else, oh, this actually needs to be inside here. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm adding in the code for movement, except this is actually going to be a safe move line. Naive navigate. There we go, and we're going to put that. So our first bot is going to be the naive bot and turtle dot target destination. Okay, so
Charge my computer.
once it gets there, it doesn't need to do anything. So in theory, this bot should move 5. They should all move 5 up and then just stop. And crash the bot. Go figure. 602. I must have failed to close a curly bracket.
600 lines.
Yeah, but this is like all of the code I've written. Every version. I can like turn features on and off on my bot now, which is kind of cool.
Nice. I need to do that.
Return new state, and
Back on
without
features.
an if. Like I just go up here to my sensors and I'm like, I want sensor mature to be running, or I want sensor has drop off to be running, and it'll completely change the way the bot behavior operates.
Like classes.
Nice.
They are classes.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
It was
I'm really glad I redid
It's
my code.
beautiful.
It's
Yeah,
way better than that spaghetti code I had 3 days ago.
it definitely.
Beautiful.
Return new state. Bot error. Why is it having a problem? Unexpected Did I...
Ooh.
Let's get rid of this for the moment, because I don't want them to start delivering things.
Ah, I lost a game. No, I won a game.
Which one is it, Kevin?
I won a game. I won a game. Single game.
Success. Bot output was blah. Unexpected identifier. What is going on here? Parenthesis, ship, turtle dot, and it is target destination. Yep. Good. 1 parenthesis here.
Oh, you're back.
That's good.
JJ, I think crashed, so I'll just be waiting for him.
Just crashed.
Can all move.
Yeah.
Can all move.
Call of
I'm gonna-
Duty should be played on Xbox like a
No.
real game.
Oh, get out of here, scrub, council nub.
Okay, here we
Jazz,
go.
I'll give you a little strategy tip or a ruse since I'm the strategy guy.
Sure you are.
Your what? we'll roll back the streams and we'll see where all your ideas come
Oh.
from.
I'm pretty
attack
sure the attack
strategy.
strategy was mine. I'm pretty sure my conga line
Smack-a-dab-a-doo.
strategy was mine.
No, the attack strategy was yours. No, the conga line. The way I was going to say that I was going to execute this is a buzz saw.
But that means nothing to me. What are
So
you-
they move in the saw-like fashion. They conga line in two separate lines, one out, one back, and they just kind of rotates around the central node.
Oh, yeah. So I'm not going to rotate around the central node entirely because I figured out that was going to end up drawing swastikas if I wasn't careful. But yes,
Should be a circle.
if I actually was rotating, yes, but I'm not going to rotate. I've got a plan.
You're
Which
just
is why-
going big square circles.
Yeah, which is why I'm going to stop at 5 away. If this bot-
That's my little strategy advice. JJ's back. Good luck.
Yep, thank you. Bot crashed again. What happened this time? Timeout, last input received. Cannot read property X of undefined. Where was this? Line 198. What was I doing on 198? 198. I don't see any code on 198. That's game
Oh.
map. I don't care about game map. What happens on 182 of game map? Nothing. Wait, let's get 656. 656 errors at this game map. Shipped up position, me shipyard. Why would that error? Game map, calculate. At new turtle. What? Cannot read property X of undefined. Me dot shipyard. Shipped up position. I don't understand why that errored, so let's try this again. Same error. Cannot read property X. 198. Calculate distance. 182. 656. 615. 615 is this closest home. Me game map ship. That should be fine. Then this is an interesting little problem. Why all of a sudden can my ship not... Oh. Because me dot shipyard dot... No, that should be legal. But why the comma here? Because I put the parenthesis in the wrong spot? That would do it. Save.
Second.
Run.
Again.
What was the question, Kevin?
And I keep getting second place, which is
In a 2-player game, that's not great.
in a 4-player game,
Fair enough.
which means that I'm going up still. Yes.
Okay, so we're on 590, so the move together is now airing. I'm okay with that. If turtle created equals 1, safe mood equals game map. Game map should be available. Yep. Naive navigates, then ship. That should be fine. Turtle should be fine. Target destination. Air source and destination must be of type position. So target destination. Why is target destination? Because I just typed this in. You can't do that. It's got to be position me dot shipyard dot x comma me dot shipyard dot y minus 5. Save. And I think I have to use the word new here or it's going to get mad at me. Save, run. And it's not it's me. Save, run. Give me the error for 15 seconds. Run again. Give me the air again. Okay. Oh, come on. Is it additive, the 15 seconds? Like if you keep hitting the... Okay, I'll just wait. Kevin, is your bot winning? Let's go look at the leaderboard. Did he break 45? He did. Look at that. He's at 46. Tonight might be the night, Kevin, that you break 50.
I might, depending on Sigma. I'm at 53.79.
Okay. Yeah, you're getting closer.
Slowly but surely.
Yep. You probably don't have long enough, like if you get Sigma down to 1, you probably don't have enough time to wait for it to break 50, but you might eventually get there. Run. What is it saying? No more 5 games per minute, or 3 games per minute allowed? Wow, that's whole new. I haven't even run 1 game. There it goes. And we wait patiently. Tick, 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 tick. Okay.
What?
Bot crashed. Yay for me. Okay, so unhandled rejection game map 46266 647 is what I think I saw. 647 here, really? Turtle.tick on 647. That's not where the real problem is. 590 40. 590 character, so it still has... What is its problem here? Cannot read property invert of null? What the heck does that mean? Cannot read property invert of null. Game map unsafe moves. Game map.
You say invert.
Cannot read property. Well, I don't have a property called invert in my code, so it's part of unsafe moves. So.
Oh, it's a direction.
Yeah, so something. It still doesn't like position for some reason. Where's that line for creating the turtle? Constructor, target. So target has to be... Target destination has to be a position. I'm just going to pull this out of here for the second. First target position of the game. Me, and then var start equals start. New position, takes in an x and a y. Me.shipyard.x should be the x, that's fine. I should probably normalize this. Normalize, just in case. Because, you know, subtracting 5 may somehow put you off the map. So we'll replace this with that. The capital P.
Just.
Game map normalized. Okay, so that should be fine. Save. Run. Your bot crashed. Yay for me.
Maybe don't have it crash.
Yeah,
I'm not an expert on this game, so I don't know, but
it is good advice. I don't know why. It's the same line, 592. So it takes in naive navigate, which has always worked this way. It takes in a ship, and the ship is the current ship, which is exactly what we want, and a target destination. The target destination is a position. I guess we could log this. Log dot, what's the, whenever I want log, the syntax is not near me. It's logging.info. I'm going to commit that to memory now. Logging.info for future reference. And we're going to spit out target destination right there. There go to there. Save, run. Give me an error on 593 because we know you want to. Let's see if it lets me go to position, not a number, not a number. Well, that certainly would do it. Target destination. Target destin. You know what? I'm just going to copy and paste, make sure it's not a typo. Nope. And turtle gets passed in. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the create turtle line, which is way up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So something. It is me.shipyard.x, right? Like I'm not crazy there. Me.shipyard.x.
Wait, no.
No? Is it me.shipyard.position.x? Is that what's going on here?
Or at least for Java it is.
Yeah. That's what it was. It's the little things.
Nice.
Okay. Fetching replay. Okay, so if this works, turtle should go up 5 and stop the conga line. It went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. That was interesting.
Maybe it's because the
first bot died.
did not have enough halite to move. Thus, the other ship decided to move.
No, there's code to protect that. The problem is that I told it one of the turtles was not allowed to move after target destination was reached.
Got more than 40,000.
Let's see. So now let's. I wanted to turn. It's the target destination picker that now becomes the problem. So how does it? If distance equals 0, it needs to change its target. But the question is, how does it pick its next target? It's got to be. It's always got to be perpendicular. But does it need to pick? Can it move?
Wonder
If it has. Needs to alternate directions. So. This dot position. Time on spot ship position. Get closest home. This dot turtle. No. new state equals deliver. I just want to see. So if they're following the one bot, this should, but they're all following it. They need to know what direction that bot is moving in.
Wait, so what's your goal of this conga line?
So here's my theory, Kevin.
Yes.
And it may not be the most accurate of theories, but I think it's true. So the hardest part about the way I've been doing things
Yes.
is not finding the halite. It's not the random, it's not the search functions. It's the return trip home that's a nightmare. Because what ends up happening is you get the whole traffic jams going into base.
Yes.
And so the game suddenly becomes about managing that situation. Now, I have a whole bunch of ideas on how I want to handle that. Everything from creating a traffic controller to make sure that, landings are scheduled, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's on my to-do list. But something that hit me was if you stop treating the turtles as 5 individual turtles doing 5 individual things,
Mm-hmm.
there are 2 things that you can leverage if you treat them as one giant turtle.
Yes.
The first is you get to leverage the fact that they can't possibly collide with one another, which
Yes.
that solves a huge problem. The second thing you get to leverage is that you no longer need to use naive navigate if you don't want to.
Yes.
So that's what that's what I'm effectively testing out now. Is I want them to move as a unit
Nice.
and do it in a very systematic way towards that. And so I'm trying to get to a place where it's at least functional, and moving as a unit is not as easy as it sounds to be effective. Like,
Yes.
my first test here ran the straight line north, and all it ended up doing was clearing out a path, which is fine, but now I got to get it to move around logically. And I needed to be able to deliver its halite at the same time, which is, again, not necessarily as easy as it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is a move? It's a direction. So so if I had a
Yes.
global, will that work?
Move is it?
I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to make a global. This is bad code. Var last move equals, what's the letter code for standing still?
Still or O?
O? Is it O?
Yeah, O is the letter used.
Yep. So I'll come down here, and what I'm going to do is whenever this guy that's not going to change.
Oh, my mu went up.
Oh, you know what? I'm just going to do this. Var if dist equals 0, last direction equals, it's not called last direction, is it? What did I name it? Last move. Last move equals safe move. Huh. Is that last move not global? No, it's not. I need to make it global. It needs to be here. This is really, really nasty code. But I want to see this work. I want to see... I love the simulation aspect of this, Kevin. It's all about trying to figure out what makes sense. So we need dist 0, in which case
So, I'll be honest here. I did like the cheese strat, but I only implemented it in 2-player games.
yeah, in 4-player you got the whole problem that it helps the other 2 players. It helps guarantee you don't come in last.
Yeah. So I ended up beating this guy 71,000 to 14 or 1,400.
You let him get 1,400. Should have
I
gone
was
0.
like, during the turns I had to get over there. Yeah. Literally.
If last move equals north, then turtle.target destination equals ship equals new position turtle.target destination dot x plus 5 turtle target destination y. That looks right to me. So save, run. Let's see if this works. So if I'm right, they'll move up 5, and then they'll move right 5. 1. Keep going, little turtles. Okay, they went up 5. Oh, no, they all crashed. No, they're dead. Well, it was a close target there. So what they failed to realize is that the guy didn't stop. Ship move. The command queue doesn't execute before this. So the distance, so it becomes 0. Oh yeah, this needs to happen. This needs to happen before the other thing happens. Otherwise, order of operations says he's going to stop for a turn, and we can't have that. Okay, let's try it again. They're going to move up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, do it, turtles. They failed again. Turtle.target destination ship position 0 if last move. Then turtle dot target destination equals x plus 5 turtle. Okay, that's fine. Logging. Let's toggle the replay here and read. I don't care about the collisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 still shows. Let's see, distance to target. Save. Run. Logging is your friend when debugging these turtles.
Mm-hmm. How much do you beat me by?
Oh, interesting.
You beat me by, if that.
North is N, right? Logging.info.
Yeah.
Last move was $, last move. Boom. Save, run. One, two. I don't care about the replay. I just want to see this. O. Oh, it's not saving letters. Direction 0 is N the same as how do I get the letter? Do I have to run it through like cardinal directions or whatever?
Yeah, you have to do like get car value. The command use.
Let's pull up the API. Get car. This method takes direction an equivalent tuple, but will not work with commands such as W. Get all cardinal. No, returns a letter combination from a direction. So direction.convert. So it would have to be a direction. So that's safe move. Safe move.convert. Is it a function? I just said it. It is a function. So let's try that. That might explain my logic failure. There was an error. Type error. SafeMove.convert is not a function. But SafeMove is a direction, and direction has a function called convert. I don't understand. Is it not a direction? So it saves last move. Where's last move? Last move was O. That's how it starts. Because that's what I set it to. GameMap.naive navigate. What does that return? Let's find out. Naive returns a single valid direction toward a given target. So it returns a direction. So why can I not run convert on it?
I don't know.
I'm missing something stupid.
Oh,
Convert. Okay, so this is where we look up the actual JavaScript for Halite 3. And let's see, replay. Nope, not replays. HLT. We want, let's try positionals first. I don't think that's where it is, but, oh.
oh.
Direction. Direction dot invert. Direction dot there's no function called convert, geniuses.
Rip.
That would be why I have a problem. There's something in the API that is not implemented in positionals.
Mhm.
To wire format. Return commands dot north. This equals direction. If this equals, then return. So to wire format is the actual name of the command. I don't know why.
I don't know.
To wire format. That's the first time I've seen something that not the same between the API and the bot.
Yeah.
Last move was N. Last move was N. Okay, let's see what happens. Turn right, turn right, turn right. Okay, the whole group didn't go, though. Because I didn't put last move right here. Last move. Last move. The last move. Last move. The last move. I think they're going to need to move a turn early, though, which might be a problem. No, they moved a turn late. Last move, so turtle, distance equals 0, last move becomes N. They changed target destination. Distance to target. Why? Why did they do that, though? Why did they continue to move? Because last move... Last move happens after... No, it happens before. So from that point forward, though, last move is now... So he goes east... Change destination, then it naives. It's like all the other turtles went first. Is it possible the turtles are being run in the wrong order? This is a good question. I don't know how it maintains or what order ships are actually saved. So that would be a good thing to log out here so I can see.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. See their execution order, because I think that might be my problem. I think my oldest turtle is actually going last, which that doesn't work for me. I don't care about last move anymore. I don't really care about distance to target. I don't really care about that either, so I am turtle, and we'll do ship ID, save, run.
Too many variables.
It's not ship ID. What is it? Turtle dot. Oh, it's just ship.id. Let's do. Well, stick with that. Save, run. I'm finding the log more useful than the game these days. Toggle replay. I am turtle 1. I am turtle 3, then I am turtle 1. Yes, this is a problem.
Yeah, we're
So, if it's executing them backwards, then I need to execute them in the other direction. That requires... That has to do with the for loop. So what we're going to do here, always execute oldest ships first.
fingers crossed this works.
It'll work. I know it will. The ships equals this, and then I'm going to go copy my sort code because that's easier.
My highlight numbers are bigger.
That doesn't necessarily mean you win, though, sadly.
You know.
Ships. Okay, so we define the ships. We're going to sort and I think we can just
3,000.
do ID minus ID. No, I don't think that'll work actually, now that I say that. But let's watch see what happens. Kevin.
What? What?
It kind of worked.
Good for you. I really want to drop off.
I gotta think this through though. So it did. I don't think this is the right sort function though. b.id minus that. Oh no, that should work. Okay. So they move in unison.
Let's do it.
So now can we just cheat and do that? That might make my life even easier. If turtle... Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's have some fun. I don't know if this will work. What we're going to do is we're going to... If ships created equals 1, then we're going to set think we got to look at his leader and follower here for a moment. So, different approach. Then we're going to set them to turtle move together. So this is right, but they no longer need a start. Oops, let's leave that. Else.
Oh.
They can move in any, that should be able to move in any direction. So let's set it to move. I don't care about this part of it for now. Comment this out for now. We'll get systematic about it here in a minute. Move. Okay, so then what we need to add to make this work no, it's not that simple. Dang it. I was wrong. Because, so what I was trying to do is I was thinking they could just all play follow the leader. The problem with playing follow the leader is they have to move in unison. And to move in unison, they have to know if they all can move, which means the leader has to be aware of everything else going on, which it won't if it's only following orders from the main. So let's keep it separated for the moment. Otherwise our sensors and stuff don't work together. So turtle move together, available ships, blah blah blah. But let's try something. Save, run. Something went wrong. Oh, yeah. Move together. Save, run. My bot crashed. Let's see. It's just together, not move together. Life is done better together. Save, run. Pack mentality. Turtles that move in unison. Okay, but where did it set the target destination to? Where did that line go? What did I set it to? Target destination. Let's do x plus 2, y plus 2, because I need to prove a point. Need to prove that this thing can move however it wants to move. Oh. It knows it can't move. So what if... Is there an unsafe naive navigate? Or what is... I have that somewhere, don't I?
I don't know.
Where's... My brain is blanking on the basics here. So naive navigate, that would be under game map, I think. Map cell, don't care about that. Game map. Normalize, get target direction, unsafe. Returns a list of directions that move closer to a destination, if any. Does not account for collisions. So I can do, instead of naive navigate, I can do get unsafe moves, which I did here. Calculate distance, target destination, that's fine. So instead of naive navigate, we'll do get unsafe moves. Source is a... We'll just do ship dot position. And let's run that and see what happens. My bot crashed again. Unhandled safe move 2-wire format is not a function, which is weird because get unsafe move returns a list of directions. We're just always going to take var safe move equals possible moves 0, because I don't really care what move it makes. Run. Safe move is not defined because a capital M matters. Save. Run. You are taking up too much of my precious time. Last created 15 seconds ago. Run. Two-wire format cannot read. Safe move equals possible moves. Returns a list of directions moving the target, if any. Return direction. So we should probably have it log this for a moment, because I'm kind of curious what it's going to say. Those are all directions. Why? It should work just fine.
Oh.
Except turn 1. Distance to target. It doesn't even run turn 1, so that's a non-issue. Why? Two-wire format, safe move, possible move 0. I think it's just screwing with me here, Kevin.
Yeah, right. I feel like I watch my bot. I also want to refactor. I'll refactor it in the morning. And cry in the morning. Oh,
Cannot read property
of
2-wire
course.
format of undefined. It's undefined. Safe move is undefined.
Save move undefined. Is it undefined?
I don't know. What turn did it crash? Oh, it reached a destination and then it didn't have anywhere to go.
Anyway.
Let's just do this. We'll keep it moving on a diagonal. That should be interesting. Save. Run. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now go right. Okay, it's going right. Going right. Down, down, right, right, down, down, right, right, down, down, right. Oh. Uh-oh. Now they have a problem. They lost their leader. They're leaderless turtles. Those poor turtles. Whatever will they do? Okay. So we're going to call turtle move together home now so that they go home. Move together. Turtle move together home. Okay, so at this point, we reach a point where everybody has enough resources. I'm going to change this to -2 and -2. So if total turtle halite is greater than 5 times or 500 times total ships, then this dot no then new state equals
So close to rating of 50.
nice
0.21.
together. New state equals home together. Okay, but this line isn't supposed to be here. This line needs to be in regular move together. Total turtle halite 500 times total ships home together. So then turtle move home together, which is now affectionately home together. Okay, so we've got that, and we're going to tell it to move home together. Now, the reason why this has to be different is what? Let's set else if new state equals, nope, that's wrong. Needs to be here. If new state equals home together, else then turtle dot target destination equals turtle dot, and needs to go to its closest home, which has a name. Its closest home. Okay, so then what's the difference? What's the difference between the two functions? Is there one? Not really. How they end is different. Let's see. And they shouldn't be worried about that functionality. So let's copy all of this for the moment. Wait. I removed it from here. That was a mistake. Because I'm not editing that one. So this whole function, we'll copy from here to here into move home together. And let's just read through move home together and make sure we understand what's going on. So first, we're going to check to make sure everyone can move. They still need to move. Total spot halite is greater than this. Don't worry about that. If total halite is greater than 500 times this, we don't care about that anymore. We are targeting home. If distance equals 0, meaning the turtle got home, then I feel like we need to change the leader, because we do. This works for me though. Let's just see what happens. So in theory, the bots crash. Unhandled 2-wire format. We got an undefined again because, which one was it? Entity line 68, don't care about that. Wait. 68, no, 646. So 646, it failed here on this safe move. Possible moves, because there was no possible moves because it got to its destination. Presumably. Let's go look at the log. Line 47. Distance to target undefined. If distance we have to have it spit this back out. Save, run. Oh, it doesn't normalize. Normalize this.
All right, I'm going to bed.
Okay, have a good night, Kevin.
Later.
Thanks for watching and playing. It's going to be an interesting simulation when it finally happens here. And then we're going to remove this line. Start. Save, run. Your bot crashed again. What this time? Access code. Which is weird because that was copy paste, but whatever. Run. Again with the crashes. 2-wire format undefined. Let's see how far it got. Zero undefined. So yeah, it tried to get here. Let's make sure I'm on the line. I think I am. Game dot maybe it never flips back to the other mode, so that's unlikely. So we're home together. Are they actually going home together? They are. And that's where it errors because the bot in front hits and then they don't know what to do. 647 command Q. Yeah, I know. Okay, so it's definitely here. So they, if dist equals 0, he needs to go there's no safe move south. Turn unsafe moves. Turtle.target destination. Possible moves is get okay, so and then it grabs the south one. 0. Command push ship move, safe move 2-wire format. Why turtle.target destination. Shouldn't they just collide? That's what I don't understand. Why do they not just collide? On undefined. Safe move. Possible moves 0. Get unsafe moves. Turtle.target destination doesn't error. This is what bothers me. Safe move is undefined. Possible moves 0. Ship position, which is the base yard. Target destination somehow became x plus 2, y plus 2. It has a problem with that. Now, if we make this minus, and we make this minus, I'm just curious. Does that somehow miraculously solve the problem? Because he doesn't go south then? Nope. Let's watch what it does. They go up, they get 5. They go right. So he's doing +2s. Then errors. So what triggered home together? Don't care. If dist equals 0, then he got home. Everybody else is still... They're all move home together at this point. Why does that matter? Distance to target 0. Undefined. Direction south. 1 south. So he dropped off his stuff. I now need to change... I need to change the leader to the other side. So global... var global sort equals 1. Global sort times a minus b. So what that will do is that'll allow me to flip it. So now global sort equals global sort times -1. So that should flip. Why is this not blue? Because it needs to be global. I really don't like globals, but for this demo, this should work. So we flip it. Then new state equals together. Pick a destination for it. Then target destination equals start. Sure. Except now See, this should be a sensor. That's the thing. This shouldn't be done here. When the bot gets home, why did they stop following? They didn't stop following. They moved off and a new bot was generated. Yep. So let's comment out all of the build new bot code for a moment. Nope, that's not going to work. We need it for a little while. If let's just do it like this. If global sort equals 1. No, that won't work either. What if we just set it to 5% of max turns and then comment out the rest? Because the issue here is it's trying to create bots to add to the conga that aren't part of the conga. Why is it waiting? Let's just run it again. Something about that halite is causing a problem. Decided to go home. No, they haven't. They're in shift mode. They're more than half full, so they should now decide to go home. There we go. Interesting. Wait, did it build a bot? It did build a bot. Why did it build that bot? That's right. That still wasn't enough. Because 0.5 is not 0.05. Let's try 0.03. Save, run. There's some little interesting quirks in this little bot of ours at this point. Because this one switches state again. So let's do this. If Let's not switch states. Let's just leave the target destination, but it won't go back. So home together. Why do I need to change states? Why can I not just... Because to go home, it never should do this. It shouldn't be doing diagonals. That's the thing. So if we're still moving together, then let's not change Y. Let's just change X. Save. And let's run this. Lost the leader again. Let's run it again. We have to put something in here to deal with losing the leader. Oh, that's negative 10, 10. Hasn't lost leader, so why is it not picking up more halite? Because that code is where? Are they all full? Is that what's going on? No. Oh, because the code for cancel all moves if they're not full doesn't exist in the move home together. Okay, so if we get here, all turtles if we get home, let's do this. If distance is not equal to 0, then we do the move. This makes sense. So then save. We're going to create a sensor. And we're going to call the sensor class sensor reverse together. And it's got a watch. You don't need all that code. Weird. If sort AB the ships me.get ships needs to be the first ship if let's do this. Var leader equals 0. That's not gonna work. It needs to be a global. So we always need a leader, right? Like this is the trouble. So we're gonna establish who the leader is at the beginning of every round. So the leader gets reset. Then, and see, I don't like where this code is. I want to put it there. I kind of want the leader to be a sensor. We'll come back to that. What I'm going to do, though, is if leader equals 0, then leader equals ship.id. So every time the very first ship we see, which should be the topmost ship in our little line, is going to be the leader. And once that happens, then once we establish who the leader is, the leader, we care because down here in our movement function, if turtle.created equals 1, that's not right. If turtle, and this is the turtle that is currently moving, turtle.created. So if turtle.ship ID equals leader, then he's going to do the leader commands. We need to do that for both of these. Okay. Now, then on our sensor, what we can do is if the leader's position if we got to loop over the ships first. So for each my ships, let's get a loop somewhere in here. Somewhere in here I've already written this code. We're going to say var leader is home equals false. We're going to search through each of my ships if my ship dot position dot x equals me dot can I just call is home or something? If my ship is, how did I do that before? I had a, oh, I can just do is distance to home, right? Closest home equals get closest home position created on. Can I just do distance to closest? Distance to closest? Is that, why is that not a global? This dot distance to closest equals, wait, I don't define it here because I don't. I'm just going to do it like this. This dot distance to closest equals 0. Okay, so we've got that because I don't want to have to calculate it more than once, and I need to know if I'm there. So this dot distance to closest, this dot distance to closest equals that, and then it eventually returns that. So that should work, and it gets updated every time closest home gets updated, so that should be just fine. So distance to closest, so the sensor, where's the sensor? So if this distance to closest, my ship dot distance to closest equals 0, then it's home. We're going to do two things. First, well, we're going to set leader is home to true. Then if leader is home, then we're going to pull a number of fun little things. So first we're going to, for each, I got to do it like this again, don't I? We're going to cycle through all the ships. For each function, closest distance function, that's not right. We want to I wonder if we can just do it like this. My ship dot target, or my ship dot state equals whatever it is at the start of the game. Together. So reverse their strategy, and we need to pick a new destination. So my ship dot target destination equals, now this is where things get a little bit interesting. We have this global sort. We need to change it needs to be my shipyard position plus 5. So let's just do that. Because we haven't figured out the logic yet. So I just want to make 2 passes at this thing and see what happens. Sensor, I lost my sensor. Sensor mature, sensor enrage, reverse together. So start. So we set the destination. We need to check if my ship is the leader, though. If my ship.ship ID equals leader and my ship, okay, then that's fine. Then me, and we're going to set this to a plus. Save. This should be interesting. Oh, it's got to run, though. Sensors 1 equals sensor reverse together. New sensor reverse together. Save. Run. Too much logic here. Oh my gosh, it's 12:30. I need to go to bed. Your bot crashed. Sensor should have a capital S. Save. Run. Wait. Save. Run. Fetching replay. So am I using this global sort now? Yes. So establish who the leader is. Hmm. So we're going to multiply by direction here on the off chance that some strange person like me can actually figure this out. Let's see. So this is then going to be minus 5 times direction. And we're also going to reverse direction equals direction times -1. I don't know if I use the word direction anywhere else. I probably do, so this might be a problem. Or not. I'm going to put an M in front of direction here. I'm going to put an M in front of direction here. I'm going to put an M in front of direction here. And I'm going to change the sensor again. Just a little bit. If leader is home is false, for each if my ship.id equals leader and that and my ship.state equals home together, because I want it to go up first. I'm very peculiar that way. Oh. Missed something. But it is going up again, so that's something. Okay, so he goes up. They miss a build for some reason. Probably the turn timer. Something breaks at that point. So they activated move home together. Turtle.ship ID equals leader. I get the impression that they didn't all change. Total turtlet, then new state equals home together. Turtle.destination equals closest home, as it should be. Turtle.destination equals, so this is moving in the X, that's fine. Possible moves equals game, get unsafe moves. Ship ID equals leader. Leader equals 0, leader equals, if leader equals 0, then leader equals ship.id, so it gets set and then unset. Sensor is a mid-watch sensor. Mid-watch occurs before the tick, so that should be fine. Sensor array. If leader is home, nope, false. Then leader is true. My state equals together. Something very fishy. Silence to target. So where's that coming from? That's this. Dist. If dist is not equal to 0, move in that direction, else move in that direction. Do we ever call global sort outside of the 2? No. Oh my, oh my. I'm missing something stupid here. Let's see. Let's rewind this and just watch it one more time. Maybe it'll give us a clue. Or crash my computer. What? There we go. Up, up, and then it'll I'll turn. Halites reach 50%. Almost, there we go. Definitely 50%. Bots should reverse and come home. They don't. And he sits still. The question is, why is he standing still? We were doing better before. We had moved together home. Home together. Can all move. Turtle.ship. See, I get the impression that this... You know, I wonder... Let's look at the sensor. Let's just shut the sensor off for a moment, because I'm kind of wondering... I must have something in my sensor, I'm guessing, that's causing them to change even though they shouldn't. If leader is home, that's getting set to true somewhere. Let's just see if they'll go home this time. Still not home. Crazy. Well, they're not going to be able to go home on this path now because they changed. Oh, that's weird. So they changed leaders. They're still not able to get to 50%. Okay, let's run it again. Group movement is also proving to be a rather difficult way of moving. They're at 50%. He stopped again. And that was with the reverse together sensor off. So the reverse together sensor isn't what tripped it. For some reason, turtle move together, turtle move together. Total turtleite halite, 500 times total ships, new state home together. So ship is going home. And we'll do turtle.ship ID. That sounds like a good place to start. Oh, what am I not seeing? Sometimes this logic is, I don't know, it's just too late at night. I need more sleep. I am not really sure. I get to sleep a little later tomorrow, though. That's going to be nice. So turn. Fill up those tanks. Gotta be close. Okay, so right there. Let's look at the replay. So ship is going home 1, ship is going home 3, 5, 7, and 9. So all of them had their state switched to home together. So that's good. So they're all here then. So what did I break here? If Ken'll move, turtle.ship leader. Game calculate distance from there to the target destination. So the target destination got set to closest home, as it should be. Dist is not equal to 0. Getting the impression that dist is equal to 0. So let's do this. Let's find out what our target destination is. Going home to leader is going home to I don't know how this broke. I didn't change. I mean, I changed the if statement, I guess, so that's something. Let's just toggle this out. Ship is going home. That's nice. The leader is going home to 1715. That's 1715. No, that's 1715. So it thinks that's home. Why does it think that's home? Target destination. We don't mess with target destination up here. So when this gets set, closest home. So what did we screw up in terms? Target destination equals turtle.closest home. Turtle.closest home. That should be fine. What did we change here? Calculate distance, ship position to shipyard position. Drop-offs for each. Game calculate distance. Test drop. If test distance is less than or equal to this dot distance to closest, it'll be equal. Because there's only one. And test dist, let's make it less because it shouldn't change. Test dist is less than test ship for each test drop position. Distance to this dot distance to closest equals, and it is called distance to closest. Distance to closest test, and then closest equals test drop dot position. What if we don't rely on this? Let's go back to var dist because I trusted that. Dist and dist. So those three. We get rid of the distance to closest from there. And then where are we using it? Distance to closest. And what we're going to do is we're going to calculate it here, which is a little bit annoying, but should help figure this out. So let's grab game at calculate distance. Where did it go? Game map, calculate distance, game map, calculate distance. Right here. Calculate distance. My ship dot position to my ship dot closest home dot position. So if it's the leader and they're on the position, then we call this. But this sensor is off. So where did this go wrong? Is going home, and then it sets position to 1515, which is right here. Why does it think that's the position? So the spot that's actually setting this is turtle move. Turtle move together. Ship is going home. Var dist equals game. Game map. Calculate distance. Ship. Turtle dot target destination. Ship dot position, which is the same as turtle dot position for all practical purposes. This dot position equals ship dot position. So we should be able, I mean, let's just do this. Turtle dot position shouldn't matter. If var dot distance is not equal to 0, but it is because the target destination says it is. So closest home is not getting set up properly. Get drop-offs. Distance equals game map, calculate distance, ship dot position, var closest equals my dot shipyard position. Sounds right. For each test drop, test game, calculate distance, ship to the test drop. Since there are no test drops, that should be a non-issue. So it should return closest is my dot shipyard dot position. Return closest. We call this every single time. This closest home, get closest home. Me game ship map. So that wait. Didn't I get rid of this? I think I did. I hope I didn't delete something else. I know what we can do. We can look at our old bot. Where did our old bot go? Is this it? Nope. Is this it? Let's see. Command Q. That looks right. So, time on spot created on position, target destination, closest home, created state. So, something. Somewhere in here I screwed up this function. I'm going to repaste this because this was the function. Save, run. Oh, snap. Let's run it again. Let's run it again. Let's scroll down to the bottom and make sure that it's there. Yep. Save it and let's run it again. Leader is going home. Position 13-15. Leader is clearly not going home. Let's log some more stuff, because somewhere in here something is going wrong. Leader is going... closest. If dist equals... logging.info leader. Okay, so we get to ship is going home, ship is going home, ship is going home. Or you know what? I think it's something simpler than this. I think we can only switch to if can all move, or we can only switch to a new status if can all move is the issue. But even that doesn't make sense. Alright, that looked right. They're going home. Let's run it again. Okay, now the sensor isn't here, so that's okay. But why did it work that time? Because not all could move. Total ships times 5, 500 times total ships. So it is relative to the number of ships. Okay, then they all get fixated on going south, which doesn't help anybody. At this point, though, we can now turn the sensor on to hopefully change the tide. If we can find the sensor array. Sensor array. Sensor array. And then we check. Run. Well, we can look at this later. Oh boy, I just want to see them. Oh, bot crashed. Cannot read property of x of undefined on gamemap.normalize. me.shipyard.position.x, that's fine. Me.shipyard.position.y, that should be fine. Start. Me.shipyard. I think that should be working. Me. That is the line, right? Cannot read on X normalize game map JS game map 245. 245 is up here. Calculate distance between. I think closest home is a position. Let's try it again. Ships to create equals 0. The start of the game. Before we enter the loop, ships to create equals me.halite amount divided by 1000. And then what we're going to do here is ships to create is greater than 0. Ships to create minus minus. And you know what, just for the sake of this, I'm going to set it to 4. Then we're going to change this to be ships to create. That'll be the initial ship. Then what we're going to do next, as weird as it may sound, so we're then going to go to our sensor. And we're going to say ships to create. Where is ships to create? Nope, too far. We're going to set this to ships to create equals me dot halite amount divided by 1000 math dot floor. And we're gonna divide by 2000. so that we get a little bit of growth with each one. And then this is not going to be 5 times M direction. It's just going to be ships to create. Okay. And once that happens, then it changes X direction again. So it goes a Y, then it goes an X, then it goes a Y, then it goes an X. After argument list, missing a parenthesis. Me is not defined. No, halite amount is not defined. Again. Line 27. Oh, I did the same thing. But me is not defined here either. Well, the starting amount is 5,000, so let's just say 5. It's easier that way. Pop this one out just to see a little bit better. So, oh, we went too fast. Well, let's just keep playing. So it goes up, building, 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 gets to 5, moves right. We reach max, decide to turn in. So now went up and over. It should not have gone over, and it should not have gone up. Although this is intriguing. So somewhere the math for going up should have been down. So this is minus ships to create. That's up. Minus is up. M direction equals -1. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say plus M direction times ships to create. So it's set to go up first. And then we get to the sensor. Sensor, I'm blind. Sensor reversed together should be plus M direction times ship to create. So it reverses. Plus extra. Padding. Var padding equals 0. If M direction equals -1, then padding equals my ship's dot length. Yeah, that should work. As long as nobody dies, I think that should work. Although I think I remove... I'm gonna have to watch it in semi-slow motion. Up over 1. Down. Down over 1. Down over... Why didn't it turn? What determines the turn? The X. The X determines the turn. But then we hit... Let's play through this again slowly. Doesn't like 0. Okay, so first... 1, 2, 3, 4. So it turned because it reached here, which should be minus 4. Why is it not minus that initial run? Because I meant to make it 5. Var ships created equals 0. Ships to create equals 5. So negative minus 5 should give me one, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So gives me 5 spots. M direction times ships to create, because one ship got lost. So we're always going to plus M direction. Same thing here. Save, run. Because it's got to get all the way back to home for it to understand its own logic. Now this bot has the challenge that getting half full is going to prove to be difficult. Should be half full. Turns around. Now reverse direction. Okay, now change target. Grow 1. We didn't grow 2, that's fine. Okay. Almost half full. Returns. We must have gotten half full somehow. Tricky business. So the padding. The padding is 0. Except it is actually times the entire thing. So that's this. Let's try that. I'll get the math right sooner or later. Hopefully sooner rather than later, because I'd like to go to bed. Okay, so it takes a while to fill up. They're half full. Return. Go. They go back. They go down. They deliver. They go one pass. They spawn another one. He crashes. We have a new leader, in theory. He crashes. We are half full. Should be trying to go home now. Looks like they're going home. They go home. They go one past. Something went wrong. He's the leader now, and he's more than half full. Going back. Turns in. Creates another. Interesting. Definitely more than half full. It seems to be stuck. He's got enough to move. Until endgame where they all then die. Okay, so we're gonna try one more thing here, just because I want to see it. Where I put that divide by 2,000, I'm gonna switch it to 1,000. If I can find it. There we go.
How's it going, Mrs. Streamer with Dad?
It goes. It's still going.
See your little turtles doing their thing?
Yeah, they're getting there. I'm trying to get the pattern coded in now, and there's still some quirks, particularly when the leader dies.
Really? Oh, you have a leader?
Effectively, yeah. The leader lets me know that everybody got back to base. So leader trips, 2 new ones spawn. We're half full, go back to base. He pushes through. Leader is at base, push past. For some reason it thinks we should be building more. Because padding maybe didn't get reset. Although I kind of like what it did on accident, but...
Oh, it's going way north now.
Yeah, which it was an accident, but I kind of liked it. Now, that makes no sense. Something went awry there.
Because they're not the right color. You expect them to be more full.
And they killed themselves.
Oh, and they... There we go.
It's like the leader role didn't shift properly or something.
Go! Were they supposed to suicide into your red bot?
No. I mean, they're not. There's nothing to detect hitting
I
anything
gotcha.
else.
It's just funny to watch your whole fleet just march towards the enemy.
It's so a lot of the movement in unison is working. It looks like, but there's just some little
To what
interesting.
end?
Yeah, they're not. I mean, this is by no means a workable bot yet. It still needs to detect some
Yeah,
more
for
of
sure.
the quirks. But the stuff that's bothering me is the stuff that, like, if
Where
it's
they
left
kill each
alone.
other
Yeah,
and go super far north.
yeah, if it's left entirely alone,
You should play on a
it should be
larger
fine.
map, maybe,
Just for
so that you
testing.
have, so you have less likelihood to run into the red guys or whatever.
Yeah, I might try that here in a second. So what happened here? Why are they sitting still?
They're totally stuck. You probably have a guy that is preventing you. That would look at the bottom guy. He's probably preventing your team from moving. Your average is not within whatever, so no one can move. Something like that.
But they have to be.
I don't know what
Easy.
you
I mean,
mean.
this guy's got 1,000 halite. That guy's got 1,000 halite. 662. So that right there, that puts those three alone, put them over 2,500. So why did they not reverse direction and go home?
Oh, I see.
What am I not? So that's. Moving in unison is not as easy as it sounds. I will definitely say that.
Why do you say that?
Well, because at the end of the day, if you have to get them all back. Like, my initial thought was a really cheap way of doing it would be select a leader and then just have the leader do what our normal bots were doing before, right? The problem
Follow
is,
the leader.
yeah, the problem is when you start talking about things like halite delivery, if your leader goes north, halite delivery is really simple. If your leader goes south, you've got a problem because when your leader gets back to base, he's not going to pull the entire fleet through point. So you start getting into this mechanic where you have to worry about the leader.
Yeah, if you literally hinge everything off the leader, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to find a way to pull everybody through point and basically reverse your mindset when you're going through it. And then now imagine that somebody dies in that process and it gets even worse. But it's part of the reason why I only move in two directions to start. Like I only want to go Y and then go X and then go home. Like that should all be all that happens at this point. Because if you start throwing diagonals in there, you also start running into the issue where half of your fleet can be on one side of the X and half of your fleet can be on the other. And that's a whole nother problem. Because now you got to figure out, well, which way do I go to get it? Like, if you want to clear them all at once, how do you do that? And you can't without reversing direction multiple times, which is what I'm trying to avoid. But I don't understand. This is the one where they got stuck, so I should be able to see what happened. Distance, leader, blah, blah, blah. And then everything got quiet. The leader... Turtle.ship ID equals leader. It's like it never can all move. So total spot halite, total ships greater than. If this dot halite amount is less than needed to move equals that. I wonder if this just needs to be less than or equal to needed to move. Because if it's 0, if needed to move is 0, but that seems really odd. And now it's even angrier. Let's floor this. Math.floor. Needed to move this ship dot position. Okay. 5 ships move up, turn right. I'm going to pop it out at this point. They reverse. He should pick up 2 ships. Do it again. This is going to be a problem to get half full. Turn around. Good job. Now they should go completely. I'm going to pause right there. Should go completely north here. 1, 2, 3. But somehow somebody dies in that process. Because somewhere in there, like a can all move not... Do I not have can all move in... Can all move. Can all move. It's the same can all move. So there's got to be a bug. Maybe it's this floor thing again. Did I add it to one but not the other? Yep. You back to working on your bot then too?
No, I'll just come over, say hi. It's getting late. Oh, Chops came over here. JJ went to bed. Chops is murdering noobs as far as I know.
I'm a noob murderer.
It's all good. You should do that. The noobs need
I
to be
will
murdered.
do it all day long.
Oh, you weren't that game night, Justin.
What?
We played a game that I kind of want, but I want the Kickstarter version of it.
Ah, fuck. Shit. God damn it.
I wonder if there's something in the logs
I shouldn't
here.
have swapped.
Well, you know what? I think I'm probably going to wrap this up tonight's stream. Because, well, it's late. And I'm going crazy. So, have a good night, everybody. And hopefully
Still
we'll be back
says
tomorrow.
distance. Can't you change up the
Zach,
distance?
just shoot the damn carry,
At
you
some
dumb
point I will.
fucks.
I will
It's
remove the
bugging
comment
me the
altogether.
whole
I'm
time.
definitely with... I'm definitely
Thanks for
with,
streaming.
like, super low... Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah,
All
no
right.
worries. Have a good night, all.